Hi, I'm Gibaud, and today I'm going to answer a big question. Every time I speak about Luminar Neo, some people ask me, well, I use Photoshop, I use Adobe Lightroom, and I don't want to stop using them, but I would like to integrate Luminar Neo in my workflow. How do I do that? Is it possible? Yes, it is. So the best thing is to make a demo on how you can integrate it, because maybe there are some feature of Photoshop you prefer, or some features of Lightroom you love, like file organization. All this, maybe that's why you stick to Adobe, and that's fine. But there are many features of Luminar Neo you would like to have and you don't have in this application. So we're going to check how to do it. So let's start. And by the way, if you are interested in Luminar Neo, I've got affiliate links in the description, so you get an extra discount, a 10% discount with my code ERIC10 on top of any offer they have. So still place your code and you save some more money. So first we will do with Lightroom. I'm going to show you how I use Luminar as a plugin, so it doesn't break your workflow, it just improve it. And also we check with Photoshop, so you see how you can use the feature you like most of each software and still jump to Luminar Neo, do the tuning you want, and then come back to your favorite app, if it is your favorite app. For the time being, maybe later it will be Luminar Neo, but I think you don't have to abandon your Photoshop or your Lightroom and still use Luminar Neo when you have some features you actually prefer in Luminar Neo. That's the way it is. So we jump into the demo screen capture to show you. First, you must make sure that Luminar Neo is also installed as a plugin in Adobe product. So for this, you're going to go here, Luminar Neo, install plugin, and as you can see, mine are already installed. It says Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Lightroom Classic. I can uninstall them. In case you didn't, check the option when you install Luminar Neo to have them as a plugin for Adobe. Then it will appear that you need to install them. So this is the first thing you need to check. Otherwise, you will search for Luminar Neo plugin in Photoshop or in Lightroom, and you will not find it. So open your Luminar Neo and check this, if this is installed or not, and install it if it's not. That's simple. So here I've got some pictures. I am in Lightroom, so we're going to work on it. First, I can do a basic edit of my raw file. Automatic I did, just to show you. The idea here is to show you the tool more than get the perfect picture. Okay, this is the idea. Right now, this picture I like it, but I would like to have a different sky. So easy, I could replace it in many ways, but the one I want to show you is how to jump from here directly to your Luminar Neo that appears here. I go edit in here, Luminar Neo. I click on it, and here I can decide the format, PSD, JPEG, or TIFF, that will create a new file. Resolution, I'm going to set to 54 because this is what Photolab normally use. I click on edit, so it's going to create a copy and then open in Luminar Neo. Obviously here you have several possibilities. You could work on the picture or use some preset. Maybe you have your favorite preset here in Luminar. You just want to apply it and go back to Lightroom. But let's say you don't want to do that. You want to go to edit. Maybe you want to do enhance AI, like you want to accent, or you want to have a sky enhancement. Do what you want. In this case, what I want to do is to replace the sky. So I go here and I say, okay, now I want a sky selection. I'm going to get a sky that could be blue sky. I want with clouds. Let's take this one, for example, okay? And here, as you can see, I can fine-tune the sky orientation, position, okay? Decide where it goes. Horizontal also, okay? I can change everything. One thing I recommend always is in sky adjustment, go to defocus. Why? Because you can see the further away from in the picture is not completely sharp because it's really far away. So if your cloud are sharper than the background, that's no good. Okay, so you just defocus a bit. Let's say you're happy with that. That's fine. You just click on apply. That will apply to this file. And here it goes back to Lightroom. So you can see the original picture and the new picture. So this is fantastic because in case you want to, you can still do a few things here. If you want to lift up the shadow, you could do it again, whatever, you can do everything. But if you want to export your picture with your logo or send to print and you prefer to do it from Lightroom, you can. Let's check another picture. This one, well, no, we're gonna get this one because there's one thing I love in Luminar Neo is the water enhancement, okay? So same thing, I can do some basic retouching here if I want, adjust maybe the highlight or the exposure, doesn't matter. I can do that also in Luminar, but if I want to better the water, I prefer to go to Luminar. So I go to edit in, I go to Luminar Neo, that is here, okay? Put 254. Okay, let's go here and it will open Luminar Neo. Let's go here. Same thing as I said before, I could work directly with some preset for scenery, whatever, but what I want to do here is to go to edit and here let's go to water enhancement, and here I can change the amount, maybe the brightness, maybe the contrast. By the way, at any time you can check what you've just done here and also what you've done in the full picture if you've got several things, okay? But also I could say, oh, this guy, it shows the mask it created for the water. But let's say here, as you can see, the sky was really not nice because it was cloudy, and maybe I want something a bit different. Let's say I want to have a sunset. We go to sunset and clouds. Okay, I pick one I like this one, for example, and I say, okay, let's work on this sunset. Maybe I could adjust a bit here. Sky orientation, I'm going to adjust it perfectly. Okay, right now, as you can see, all the water effect is gone. Why? Well, basically because it takes into account that it's cloudy. Okay. The scene relighting, maybe I want to relight a bit. Okay, relight saturation, relight human, there are no human here. Reflection, I can adjust it. Sky adjustment, something I could defocus a bit. Okay, put some haze, warmth, brightness, maybe we could put some more brightness here. Okay, and let's say I still want to work on the water. Obviously what I'm going to do is not logical, okay, in the way that normally if you work on the water, it takes into account the aspect of the sky. Okay, I'm going to still do it a bit like this. I want it a bit bluer. Okay, that doesn't really match the sky. Okay, but it's just for you to see how it works. This is the original picture and this is how it is now. Is it better, worse? It's not the purpose of this video. Just to show you the tool, you can do exactly as you want. I want to apply and it will same thing apply. And as you can see, I've got the original, I've got now, maybe I want to relight a bit everything, work on the exposure, I can still do it, change the contrast, I could still do it if I want. Maybe I just wanted to have the water a bit better and the sky different. That's it. And by the way, if you wanted to help me, don't forget I've got affiliated links in description. Please use them. And as I said, with Eric 10, you get a 10% discount on Luminar Neo. So it's on top of any offer there. So still place your code and you save some more money. And with Eric 20, you get a 20% discount on K&F, where you will find all the accessories by K&F Concept and more brands. So use it. That helps you. That helps me. Everyone happy. Thank you so much. Let's carry on. Another example, this lighthouse. As you can see, it's not straight. For that, why should you use Luminar? We can do it straight away here, okay? As you did always before, and that's fine. Maybe I want to edit a bit, but what I want to do is change the sky again, change the foreground, change a few things, maybe the light here, if I want the light bulb. I just go edit in, I go to here, Luminar Neo, it's going to open again. Okay, let's go for it, and it will show me. Okay, same thing, if I want to do any preset that I've got here, I could perfectly use them here directly. But let's say I want to go to edit here, same thing, I want to change the sky. As I said, I want a sunset. Let's check this one. Oh, that's really crazy, really maybe too much, I'm not sure. Maybe this one better. Okay, let's do this one. Same thing, sky orientation. I have to make sure it is in the right position here. As you can see, we see where the C is actually. So going to drop just here. Okay, now vertical position, I adapt. Maybe I want to change a bit here. Well, I'm going to adjust. Take into account that I don't know if west or east is here, because maybe it's a sunset or sunrise. Maybe it's north, it doesn't match. So when you replace sky, make sure that it is geographically logical, obviously. I want to defocus a bit. Okay, again, defocus a slight bit like this. Okay, and here you see that the lighthouse is a bit dark now, and the front is a bit too light. Let's go to one thing I really like. This is a feature which is light depth. So I'm going to apply it and decide where it goes. As you can see, I can play here, okay, and put more light in the area of the lighthouse. I could also do some neon and say, let's paint here. Let's see here, okay, where the bulb is. Is it possible here to have the bulb painted here? Obviously, it would be like yellowish. Okay, maybe this is the amount is too strong. Okay, I'm going to put it like this. Maybe more spread. I don't know. Okay, depends what you want to do. Okay, you could do that, or if you're not happy, well, you check difference with and without. You decide. Okay, if you're happy with that, you feel it's okay. Okay, I'm not happy with the foreground, but I will fix it in Lightroom. So I'm happy with that. That's fine for me. Okay, let's go for it. Yeah, I could have some ray of light, also everything. I can work on it. Okay, let's say I want to change the foreground here, make it darker. I could get, for example, the linear gradient, or I pick it like this. Okay, here I go here. Okay, I work on it. I say I want to lower the exposure, and that's it. Okay, it's, as I said, it's no matter to have a perfect picture, whatever. It's just to show you what you can do. If you like to work in Lightroom, but sometimes you want some tool from Luminar, you can do it. Last example, I can see it was like this before. This is what I've got now. You prefer it or not, it's not the matter. It's to your taste. You have to do what you wish. Okay, same thing here, same thing here. Here, I think this is more interesting. Okay, and the last one is a portrait of Ingrid. We will work on it in Photoshop with Luminar Neo. We'll see it as a plugin. But here I'm going to do a light adjustment here. We'll fix a bit some face and things like this. So I will export it in TIFF and open it in Photoshop. So here in Photoshop, the first thing you need to do if you want to do something with Luminar, you don't have to, but I recommend you do it. You just duplicate layer. So it means this way you can actually change the opacity, or you if you made a mistake or don't know what you did, you just switch off the copy and that's it. Once you've done that, I want to use Luminar Neo to soften skin and play a bit, and that's it. Let's go to filter, skylum software, Luminar Neo, so it will open Luminar Neo. Let's go full screen. Obviously, you can still, if you want, use preset. Maybe there is your favorite preset in Luminar Neo and you want to play with it here. Okay, you can. But let's go to edit. I could obviously, same as I did before, enhance a bit, things like this. But what I want to go is for person. I'm going to go for face. Here I could relight, face lighting, okay, if I want, but I think it was okay, don't need. Okay, I can slim face, I'm not going to do it. Skin, well, I can do a face smoothing like this. If I go too far, obviously maybe it's not natural. Okay, body smoothing here is not full body, so no need. Shine removal, it was more or less exposed, so there's no shine removal, but I want to do blemish removal here. So as you can see here, there is a piercing hole. As you can see, it removes. Birthmark, it leaves them. Okay, and I could really play with that. The face, I could also have done the eyes, play with them. No need, they're closed. Okay, I could play with the mouth here and do line saturation. I could work on that. Lip saturation if I want. Okay, I could lips redness, change it. I could lips darkening, darker if I want. teeth whitening. There's no we don't see the teeth here, but that's the way it is. So you could do, if you prefer to do that in Luminar, you could do it here. And if you want to work on other things, other parts, you could do it in Photoshop. Once you're happy with that, here I'm going to show you before and after. Yeah, before and after. Okay, apply. So I go back to Photoshop, and here, as you can see, as I place it in a layer, if I want, I could, if I'm not happy, I'll just take it out, that's it. Or I could actually play on opacity if I want, okay, and do what I want. And obviously I could also keep doing more things. Maybe I want to remove this mark or whatever. Or often when we have someone within landscape, we want to do some retouching in Luminar, like changing sky or changing few things in the landscape, and precisely retouch skin or small things in Photoshop. So you can actually do both. You don't have to do the picture first and then go to Luminar and then finish the picture and come back. You can actually use the plugin, so you jump back and forth and you do what you want using layers. So it's so easy. So as you can see, you can actually have the best things you like of Photoshop and use the best thing you like with Luminar together. It is really easy. So I hope this video answers the question of many. And yes, it is completely possible to mix both or all three of them, Lightroom, Photoshop and Luminar Neo, or Lightroom and Luminar Neo, or Photoshop and Luminar Neo. And I think this is great. This is fantastic. When you use Luminar Neo as a plugin, you can keep many features you love or you know better from Adobe products and still use features you prefer in Luminar Neo. That's completely possible. So yes, you see that. I think this is a good idea. You don't have to be stuck to one app only. It all depends on what you want to do. Okay, so don't forget, if you're interested in Luminar Neo, I've got affiliated links in the description. Please use it, and with my code ERIC10 you get a 10% discount on top of any offer they have. So use it, that saves you some more money. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The small button down here and there's a small bell. If you click on the bell, you will get notified when I upload a new video. My website ericgibaud.com. If you have any question, can leave a comment below. Don't forget, I've got affiliated links in the description. Please use them. As I said, with ERIC10 you get 10% discount on Luminar Neo, but with ERIC20 you get a 20% discount with K&F, where you will find all the accessories by K&F Concept and more brands. So use it. That saves you some money. That helps me. Everyone happy. Thank you so much. I'll also leave you my PayPal account in case you wanted to make a donation. Thank you very much. Please take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye.